Episode 89. The Beatles and my godfather. I had a lovely godfather, Uncle Harry Bostock, and Auntie Betty. And he used to play jazz with my dad. My dad's in the banjo, he on the clarinet. And then he got his own band together and he ran a place called the Plaza in St. Helens. It was this same nightclub where I served as a bouncer for 10 months. In those days it was called Cindy's, but in the 1960s it was called the Plaza. And on the 22nd of October 1962, the Beatles came to St. Helens and played for one night only to a reasonably packed audience, we understand. I know this for a fact, not only because you can check it up on Google about Beatles, Plaza, St. Helens, but also because my Uncle Harry showed me the tapes he had. We used to go to see him quite often after I left the monastery, and then I introduced him to my wife, and we used to visit him every 2 or 3 years. And then when we moved south in 1982, I didn't really see him for perhaps 10 years. That was a pity that I kind of lost touch with him, because he only had 2 living relatives who hardly ever visited him, 2 nieces, and there was no love lost between them. It was interesting though. Uncle Harry died in sometimes after the year 2000, and all of a sudden there was a new selection of Beatles records published, presumably bringing great wealth to whoever brought them to the publisher. One can only surmise, as his favourite relative, that those records, those recordings would have been left to me, and I would now be a very, very, very wealthy man. As it is, I do not have all I love, but I love all I have, and it's enough. Being so close to millions, all because I didn't visit him. Oh, dear Jesus. Blessings on you and those you love. Patrick.